Sunram. Sunram finds it. OC left pocket three on the way. Tickles it Twine.
Now it's Maddie Bass on the drive. Bass, nice move, and Bass with an easy layup.
To the feet, Ruppel brought back down. O'Connor, though, lost the grab, and down to the mat. Ruppel with a chance for a pin with a minute 15. There it is.
Pick and roll, Kaloran. Hooks it underneath, and a bunny for Hannig.
Right side to Charlie Shaw. Shaw looks right, drives in, attacks the double team, and splits him for the layup.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good evening and welcome inside Oak Grove High School here in Fargo, North Dakota on a chilly Tuesday evening in the Fargo metro area. I'm Josh Boyko. Thank you for joining us here on yourliveevent.com tonight. There's about 10 minutes before this game gets tipped off. We're going to have some coaches' interviews for you coming up shortly, but a quick preview of the matchup we've got here for you today. We got a fast-paced Oak Grove offense averaging near 70 points a game, but they're giving up just as many. And it's going to be a track meet if the Grovers dictate the pace of play here tonight. On the other side, Northern Cass likes to play a little bit slower. They've got a really solid defense working for them, averaging, giving up just about 40 points per game on the season. So big difference in the style of plays here tonight. We're looking forward to see how they clash. Getting set for tip-off here just under 10 minutes away from Oak Grove High School.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms, saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage, our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
Visit with Rocky Nedham at Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Trigger, Cannon, and 2 new varieties named Buster and Dual. Call Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm and SeedX sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149, Nedham Seeds Caledonia.
Discover the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited memberships, and free vacuums. Try our best wash, the works, with red hot cleanser, tire gloss, and ceramic body wax to protect your paint job and seal in the shine. Try it for yourself. Get your first month of unlimited washing free when you download the app. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Welcome back, and my apologies for the technical difficulties. I was trying to get that pregame interview going for you. He was not hearing it come through. So our DJ Coulter pregame interviews, sponsored by the DJ Coulter Agency, your auto, home, life, business, and farm insurance agency that wants a shot at your business. Go to djcoulter.com. So, to recap, what the coaches said, it's basically going to be a clash in styles of play here tonight. Talking to Coach Bryce Laxdal, they're getting Trey Huzar back tonight. It's going to be the first time that Trey Huzar hits the floor in his senior year of basketball here this year. Extremely talented athlete, long, lengthy, athletic kid. Number 4, as you see him walking onto the floor right now. And Huzar is going to be on the floor for the first time of the season tonight, and that'll provide some extra offense and efficiency for this Northern Cass Jaguars offense. Jaguars coming into this game at 3-2 on the season. It's their first Region 1 game, and Coach Laxdal also said this is a massive, massive game right here because Region 1 wins are so hard to get in this time because you got Kindred, you got Wahpeton, you got Central Cass, Northern Cass, Oak Grove. All these teams have some really good players on them up and down their rosters. So a Region 1 clash here that we are looking forward to. And that Northern Cass Jaguars offense only putting up 55 points per game, but only allowing 44 points per game. So a superb defensive effort from them the first 5 games of the year, and adding Huzar is only going to get that better. On the other side, Coach Kyle Card, his squad scoring 67 points per game, but allowing 78 points per game. An oddity that I found looking it up this morning, Northern Cass's point differential, even though they're only scoring 55 points per game, they're a plus 55 point differential. Oak Grove, even though scoring 67, they allow 58 points per game. They have a minus 55 point differential with that completely different style of play where it's a lot of run and gun. But it's going to be a track meet here tonight if Oak Grove dictates the pace, and we're really looking forward to it. Oak Grove, Northern Cass rather, had a close game against Grafton, which their defense really kept them in. Kyler Droog and the 6'7" center for the Grafton Spoilers. We've seen him earlier this year have a 33-point double-double. He's just a superb talent and propelled them to that 58-53 win over the Jaguars. But that Grafton's ranked number 3 right now, so only a 5-point loss for Northern Cass in that clash right there. So we'll see how much this Northern Cass defense is going to play a factor into tonight's contest. Just over 2 minutes to go before we get national anthem and starting lineups, so we'll send it to break and come back with our last few comments before we get the tip tonight.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Many factors impact your ability to increase profits on the farm. Make sure your planter is an asset and not a liability. Some limiting factors in making the perfect planter pass are row maintenance, meter calibration, and downforce management. It will not cost you anything to have the conversation about identifying solutions for these limiting factors. Agassiz Precision Ag, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is accepting applications for a broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer.
And welcome back to our pregame show here. The pregame coaches' comments were brought to you by DJ Coulter Agency. And DJ Coulter Agency is your one-stop place for your auto, home, life, business, and farm insurance agency that wants a shot at your business. Go to djcoulter.com to get in contact with their agency. We are just getting ready to tip things off here, but here is our fact or little nugget before we get things tipped off here tonight. The head-to-head matchup between these two teams. Northern Cass has won the last two. They swept the two-game season series last year. Northern Cass on February 2nd, 68-64 victory at Oak Grove, and then on January 2nd, a 64-58 victory at Northern Cass. Going back to last year in 2023, a 72-54 victory, the last time Oak Grove knocked off Northern Cass.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
When it comes to keeping your home comfortable, Bears Home Solutions has all your needs covered. From expert heating and cooling services to top-notch plumbing and fireplace installations, their team ensures your home stays cozy year-round. Trust their experienced professionals to handle it all efficiently, affordably, and with a smile. Ready to upgrade? Call Bears Home Solutions at 701-365-0365 or check them out on Facebook. Bears Home Solutions, where comfort meets excellence.
Give them the freedom to grow with the peace of mind of security and safety.
Let me do my thing. So get ready, get up, get ready, yeah.
America's Best Checking for Students from Bell Bank makes it easy to let them do their thing.
It's what it's all about.
Visit www.bell.bank/student-checking to learn more. Or stop into a branch near you to open an account today.
Let me do my thing.
Bell Bank, member FDIC.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ. 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
As an American Family Agent, I look out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Chris Heisey. Visit me online at chrisheisey.com. These days, everyone wants to save money. I can show you how easy it is by having multiple policies. By combining your auto and homeowner's insurance, I can put some change back into your pocket. My website again is chrisheisey.com. I want to be your American Family agent.
American Family Insurance.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the HDSR series of staggered rippers from Degelman Industries. At the heart of the machine is the HDSR's staggered two-row setup, which allows for better trash flow and lower draft than an inline ripper. Featuring a shorter implement contour length, easier transport, and better compaction shattering ability than the competitors. The HDSR series from Degelman Industries is engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
Welcome back to Oak Grove High School here. Starting lineups are underway. Let's meet the starters for both squads here. Starting with the visiting Northern Cass Jaguars under the head coaching knowledge of Bryce Laxdal at 3-2 they are this year. Starting for them, the junior number 2, Miles Freilich. The sophomore number 3, Hudson Reachel. The senior in his first game this year, missing the first 5 with injury, number 4, Trey Huzar. Watch for his length. He'll be tipping it off in the middle here. Then it's the junior Parker Zeski wearing 30 and the senior Keelan Munson wearing 33. For the Grovers, they send out the sophomore Kai Zabel wearing number 1, the senior Jack Dietz wearing 10, number 20, the sophomore Aiden Saunders, and then senior number 22 Carter Wendelboe, and 23, the junior Noah Meidinger. Let's play some basketball here at Oak Grove. We're going to tip it off, put 8 minutes on the clock as we just need to add a couple more seconds each to each clock. But ready to tip it off in the middle is Huzar and Meidinger. Huzar, a multi-sport athlete. We saw him dominate on the mound in baseball earlier this year. Has a real nice repertoire of pitches, the southpaw does, and we'll see what his length can provide on both offense and defense now that he's back into the starting lineup for the first time this year. This isn't boding well because last night in Central Cass, we had to replace an entire scoreboard because there was a high-pitched noise coming from it in the JV game, which led to all sorts of problems. But now we are experiencing scoreboard difficulties getting this one up and running here. It ran just fine for JV, but we are slightly delayed in the tip-off of things. Let's take a look at a couple different facts from both of these teams. Their season closed out last year in the Region 1 tournament. The Grovers fell to number 2 seed Wahpeton, and Northern Cass fell to Central Cass in the next round. Jack Dietz gets the scoring going for the Grovers tonight. He strikes first. Look for Dietz to be aggressive early. He's one of the top scorers on that Grovers squad. Loose ball on the ground. Huzar comes out with it. Six on the clock. And Dietz comes away with the rebound as probing inside was Freilich, but he couldn't get it to go. Meidinger surveys the floor, gives it up. Aiden Saunders probing, kicks back out. Dietz rejects a screen, looks for a cutter. Long shot, too strong from Saunders, and it'll go the other way. It is currently a 2-0 game right now as our scoreboard again is not correctly operating. We have a bug that plugs into the scoreboard down there, but for a second straight game, an adjustment has been made to that as Huzar draws the foul. So Huzar will head to the free throw line with a chance to even this game up. First game back, no problem for Huszar as he drops in the free throw. Saunders looking for somewhere to go. He works up top. Shot from Wendelboe hits back iron. Northern Cast taking a page out of the Grover's book, looking to run. They get up a shot from three is good. Parker Zeski drops in the game's first triple. It's 4-2 in favor of Northern Cass. And Dietz answers with a bucket there. He's got the first 4 now for the Grovers. Got our second foul of the night. Meidinger has picked up both of the fouls, so the Grovers might have to take an early look at their bench. Three-point shot is up and good. Hudson Reachel rains one down from beyond the arc on the left side. It's 7-4 Northern Cass. Active hands from Reachel tips it away. Back and running, corner 3 is up and good. Reachel reaches back and fires another 3 for the answer. Rattles in and out. Zabel could not get it to drop. 10-4 Northern Cass. Huszar has to get all the way out to the backcourt. He drives in and could not get it to go with the offhand. Just some bad luck off the glass there. Zabel rotates to Dietz. Dietz puts it on the ground, one dribble, now hands back off to Zabel. They go corner to Wendelboe. All 5 players have touched the ball on this possession for the Grovers. What can they get out of it? 12 seconds left and still good defense being played by the Jaguars. That's their calling card. Wendelboe flips it up and in. Carter Wendelboe count the basket and the foul. Cuts into the lead is now 10-6. Can't complete the and one. Rebound secured. Huszar's got it. From the corner, another 3 goes down for Hudson Reachel. He's got 3 3-pointers in the first 5 minutes of this game. Dietz fades, can't hit. Northern Cass again looking to push with tempo. Reachel's on fire. Let's see if they can get him another look. Pass is tipped away, but does find its way to Hudson Reachel. Tipped again, good hands. Aiden Saunders comes away with it. Zabel backs it out, now gives an entry pass to William Olson in the game now off the bench. He rolls to the rim and scores. Will Olson off the bench gets a couple points back. It's 13-8 as we take this timeout. We'll look at getting this scoreboard back up and running here. 13-8 though, Northern Cass is on top at the break.
Say goodbye to boring birthday parties and to a supercharged celebration at the Empire Sports Complex in Fargo with their epic bounce houses that's guaranteed to have your guests jumping for joy at the Empire Sports Complex. Their bounce houses are the ultimate party starter, but don't wait too long to book. Go online now to empirefargo.org. That's empirefargo.org, or call 701-318-4161 for your next birthday party or corporate event. The Empire Sports Complex in Fargo.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
For a top-notch car wash experience, head to Fast Lane Car Wash, situated next to the Petro Stopping.
And we've now got scoreboard kind of running up for you now. We'll take a closer look at it at halftime to get the clocks fixed. 2 more points on the board now, as Huzar gets the basket. He's up to 3 points in the quarter. Zabel's going to pick up the foul. Sorry, that was Freilich picking up the foul there. Nice back cut, and the spin flipped up and in. Aiden Saunders becomes the 4th Grover to score. Nice balanced attack here from the Grovers. Huzar sees some room, drives right. That's too easy. Even though it's to his offhand, he can finish that way too. Grayson Doctors into the game off the bench for the Grovers. Wears number 4 in white and maroon. Saunders working around the screen, has to back it out. 8 seconds, step back 3, no good. Huzar pulls down the rebound, and that's another possession shut down by the Jaguars. And we got a foul now. No shot, but they're going to get Will Olson for the foul. Brooks Crockett in for Northern Cass. Nice shot. Hudson Reachel continues his hot first quarter. He's got 11 of the 19 Jaguars points. And the Jaguars, this is definitely on pace for their best offensive game of the year. If they can maintain anything close to this. They haven't really gotten to much over 60 really in any of their games. It's just been, they haven't given up a whole lot of points this season. Jags are 3-2, and in all 3 of the wins, they gave up less than 40 points. Inside, knocked away by Dietz. Tipped back out beyond half court. Gotta put it up. And that will be a shot clock violation. 7 seconds to go in the opening quarter. 19-10 is your score. Dietz gonna have to hoist. And looking for a foul call as he leaned into the defender, but it is not called. 19-10, Northern Cass on top after a really nice-looking first quarter for the Jaguars. We'll step aside and come back on YourLiveEvent.com with quarter number 2.
Treat every vehicle with the same respect and care as their own, ensuring that your car is in good hands from pre-wash preparation to hand-dry finish. Check out the Fast Lane Car Wash on the west side of the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo and spruce up your ride with interior detailing, buff, and wax at the Fast Lane with Thomas, weekdays from 9 to 2. Call 701-799-8226 to schedule an appointment.
This break in the action brought to you by Southview Dental. From routine checkups to advanced treatments such as same-day crowns and implants, Southview Dental Care in Moorhead offers personalized care that fits your needs. Schedule your next dental appointment at southviewdentalcare.com. It was a fantastic first quarter for Hudson Reachel, and he outscored the entire Grovers team as he sank 3 triples for his first 9 points and then added a nice mid-range J later. He's got 11 points through the first quarter in a 19-10 first quarter lead for the Jaguars. This has kind of been the MO of the Grovers, giving up a lot of points per game, 78 points per game allowed through their first 5. So they've struggled to protect the rim and protect the three-point line, especially in this game. Nice poke away from Aiden Saunders. Another time we've seen him already in this first half with active hands playing a factor. Baseline jumper, no good. That was Zachary Winter into the game, putting up the southpaw jumper, but it came up short, and it's Northern Cass basketball. Freilich, one of the 5 starters for the Jaguars, checks back into the game. He brings it up, and he's got a step on the defender. He'll put on the brakes, though, and set up shop. Nice roll to the basket, and the finish from Keelan Munson. Munson's first field goal. And Carter Koenig in the game can't connect on that triple. Just skips off the iron. The Grovers are used to seeing those shots fall a little bit higher frequency than what they have here tonight. They're yet to hit a 3-point shot, and that's a huge part of their offense. Good crossover. Reachel gets into the paint and scores. Another pull-up from the mid-range. Hudson Reachel with a fantastic start. Another 3-point shot is up and just off again from Koenig. I mean, it is very, very close to looking like a completely different game than what it is right now because of those 3-point shots that are just barely rimming out. Koenig passes it up this time, goes inside and turns it over. Huzar's got some space, dumps it off, and the finish. Munson scores again. Timeout for Kyle Card and his crew. Down 15 points in the first half. We'll step aside too on YourLiveEvent.com and midway through the second quarter.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the 3-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side. Corner 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
15-point advantage for Northern Cass tonight as they've jumped out to a really nice start. And this is something we can expect from them, as now that they've gotten a huge piece back in Trey Huzar, they played that Grafton number 3 ranked squad close, a 5-point loss in that game without one of their top players. Their defense has certainly looked good, but the Grovers have been just off on some of these missed shots. Hoisting another is Koenig, and it comes up well short. Some full court pressure being applied now by the Grovers. Wanting to turn up the intensity. Full court pressure away. If you can generate some turnovers is a way to get your fast-paced offense going. But the pressure's broken, but another steal from Aiden Saunders, just has a nose for the ball. Another three, another miss from Koenig. And a foul on the floor. It'll be baseline out of bounds. Will Olson picks up a second foul, so a bench piece now in a little bit of foul trouble for Kyle Carter. Not exactly what you want to see out of one of your larger players on this team. Zach Winters now going to pick up a foul, so another bench player in the foul column for the Grovers. Zeski and Munson back in for the Grovers. Reachel with the hot start, dumps it off to the roller, and Sam Nelson with a strong take to the basket gets rewarded with a trip to the free throw line. So the prowess of Reachel and his shooting draws a pair of defenders, and the roller, Nelson left open, has a chance to take advantage at the line. Two for two for Nelson at the free throw line. Oak Grove scoreless the first 3 minutes of the second quarter. You hear Bryce Laxdal calling out to his defense. You got some lefties on this team, and there it is right there. Zach Winter traveled with it. But Laxdal active on the coaching side, encouraging his players. He's liking what he's seen from his defense that hasn't given up points in about 5 minutes. Another mid-range jumper. This one finally doesn't fall if you're an Oak Grove fan. Just a lot of shots have been falling for Reachel, and then a travel for Nelson. Nelson to the bench, and Brooks Crockett checks in. Step back shot is good. Kai Zabel getting to work, and he knocks down the first points of the second quarter for the Oak Grove Grovers. Three-point shot up top, no good. Battle for the offensive rebound. Last touch by Crockett. Reachel has a nice deserved round of applause as he comes to the bench. Huzar goes back in. Nice roll to the basket. Layup is finished by Will Olson. Nice pick and roll ran there. Still a 13-point lead for Northern Cass. Crockett looking for somewhere to go. Freilich skips it. Crockett open three. just strong. And into the hands of Will Olson. Munson had a decent shot at that offensive rebound. Skip pass. Deflected a couple of times, but last touched by Aiden Zuger. Huzar bringing it up for Northern Cass. Gives to Crockett. Working on Meidinger. Ball tipped back out towards the half-court line, but Crockett able to get some penetration. Bounce pass from Huzar goes to the corner. Shot is no good from Zeski, who did a nice job relocating after that loose ball. Dietz looking to push with pace, gets inside, has it tipped away, flips it back into the backcourt, and that's an over and back. Reachel checks back into the game for the Jags as Zeski goes to the bench. Huzar gets walled up inside. Nice defense. And Dietz takes it away, but there's a quick jump ball whistle. Grovers are going to get the basketball via the possession arrow. Still down 13. The scoring is slowed down a little bit in this quarter. Three-point shot, catch and shoot is good. Zuger with the three. Knocks it back down to a 10-point game, and he let the defender know about it when he made that shot. Freilich gets into the lane, nearly got away with a travel. Munson couldn't finish. Zabel loses the ball, picked up, fires too strong from Wendelboe. Huzar just does get across the half-court line before catching that pass. Slips a bounce pass into Munson, goes off a foot out of bounds, last touched by Northern Cass. Saunders back into the game, and now Koenig as well for the Grovers. Another quick seat for Noah Meidinger as he picked up a couple first quarter fouls. Saunders steps back. More space created for Zuger, but he couldn't hit the three. Reachel has it poked away. Another steal from Saunders, but taken back by Reachel out of the hands of Wendelboe. 3-second difference on the shot and game clock. And I think Bryce Laxdal's communicated that to his squad as they're not going to play for a 2-for-1. They're going to drain some time off of this clock just with some safe, conservative ball movement. Freilich working on Saunders as now they call out a designed action. Saunders gets a poke away on Huzar, has to drive. Shot gets up in time. The three-pointer is too strong. 3 seconds. They get it up. Wendelboe spinning and firing but could not hit it. So it's a 27-17 game. Northern Cass outscores the Grovers by a single point in the second quarter. It was 19-10 after one, 27-17 at the halftime mark. So we will step aside and come back with some stats and hopefully get a running scoreboard for you after this.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, You can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 201 Main Street, Hunter.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
At Polar Communications, innovation is in our DNA. We're pioneers, always looking ahead to what's next to ensure our communities thrive. We were the first in the state to offer gig services, and we didn't stop there. We continue to lead the way in delivering high-quality, reliable technology to your doorstep. A better experience starts here.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters.
Transform your space with premium painting, whether you're looking to remodel an existing space or add new construction from residential, commercial, and industrial. Premium Painting's team of experts delivers top-notch quality and attention to detail, on time and on budget. Premium Painting offers services from drywall, wall coverings, millwork, and painting. For a free estimate, contact Forrest Treitel at paintfargo.com or call 701-200-2797.
Welcome to the First Class Mortgage Halftime Show. Locally owned and operated, First Class Mortgage is more than just our company name. It's the way we do business. Whether you're buying a home or refinancing your existing mortgage, their dedicated team takes the time to understand your financial situation. First Class Mortgage provides first-class service, first-class knowledge, and a first-class experience at the lowest interest rates. For more information, go online to firstclasscorp.org. The halftime breakdown of the scoring column is 13 points leading the way for Hudson Reachel, then Trey Huzar with 5 points to back him up, then 4 from Keelan Munson, 3 from Parker Zeski, and 2 from Sam Nelson. For the Grovers side, It's been a balanced effort. There's been 6 scorers, but no one above 4 points. Dietz and Olsen with 4 apiece, then 3 from Aiden Zuger with a 3 off the bench, and then 2 points apiece to Wendelbo, Saunders, and Kai Zabel. We'll take a quick break and come back with more on our First Class Mortgage halftime show after this.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is accepting applications for a broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer.
From routine checkups to advanced treatments such as same-day crowns and implants, Southview Dental Care offers personalized care that fits your needs. They are there when you need them most, offering emergency examinations with same-day treatment in most cases. Have a cold sore or canker sore? Southview Dental Care provides laser treatments to address these painful conditions. Schedule your next dental appointment at southviewdentalcare.com. That's southviewdentalcare.com. Southview Dental Care in Moorhead is your dental home.
In a world of chaos, you need superhero-level protection.
I keep telling everyone they need to get the right protection for their lifestyle. Some do. We do.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. Get the right protection for your lifestyle. Go to IRIinsurance.com to get a free quote and consultation.
Welcome back to the First Class Mortgage halftime show. Josh Boyka with you here from Oak Grove as it's a 27-17 point lead at the half for Northern Cass as we're still trying to get our scoreboard situation figured out here, as there was an issue that Oak Grove had with the scoring management down there. It happened right before tip-off where some things had to get restarted, so we're still working on making sure we can give the proper score, but we'll keep track of it manually for you here if need be. But it's a 27-17 game right now. Lower scoring than Oak Grove would want, but it's just about in that sweet spot for Northern Cass. The shooting cooled off for both sides in the second quarter, but the low-scoring games usually favor Northern Cass, because if we look at their schedule, all 3 of their wins, they've won by at least 10 points, which they're at right now, a 10-point lead, but they've also allowed less than 40 points, which they're on pace to do. If things stick around, it would be 34 points for Oak Grove, but I do expect that the Grovers get some action going, because they've had quite a few good looks that just haven't dropped for them, that are just a little bit uncharacteristic to not be dropping. The three-point shot is something that they kind of live and die by, and they've only hit 1 3-point shot, and that was Aiden Zuger in the second quarter. But Koenig was 0 for 4. Zabel couldn't connect. Saunders couldn't connect from 3 in that first half. You're only down 10 points, and if one of those guys starts hitting, Oak Grove is right back in this game. We'll step aside one more time here and then come back with our second half after this. This has been your First Class Mortgage halftime show.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
All right, here we go, and it does look like we have a functioning scoreboard now for you. 8 minutes on the clock, 35 seconds on the shot clock, and a 10-point advantage for the Northern Cass Jaguars. Both teams are set to return their original starting lineups to the floor. For the Grovers, that's Kai Zabel, Jack Dietz, Aiden Saunders, Carter Wendelbo, and Noda Meidinger. For the Jaguars, Miles Freilich, Hudson Reichel, Trey Huzar, Parker Zeski, and Keelan Munson. Northern Cass will be working from far to near side in this half, and the Grovers the opposite, working near to far side on your screen. And we must have gotten unplugged again because scoreboard's not keeping up for us. So we'll keep track of that manually for you here as Keelan Munson starts the scoring in the third quarter.
Ball's been charged to Northern Cass's number 33, Keelan Munson. His second personal, first team foul this quarter on the Jaguar.
Jack Dietz has scored first in both halves for the Grovers, up to 6 points now with his third field goal. Reachel running the floor quickly, can't get it to drop. Dietz, long outlet pass up ahead. Saunders pivots around, feeds underneath. Wendelboe back up to Dietz up top, gets a step on his man. Good pump fake, too strong on the shot. Back tapped out by Zabel, but it's into the hands of Huzar. Huzar inside, gets rejected. Thought there was some contact, but Dietz walls up. Wendelboe, left corner three, no good. Huzar, long outlet pass up the floor. Munson bobbled the pass. Floater up and no good. That was Zeski with the floater. Saunders, corner three, connects. Aiden Saunders has it down to a 7-point game, so Oak Grove starting to mount a little bit of momentum. Early third quarter, looking for the answer. Way off target is Freilich.
Entering the game for Northern Cass's number 0, Brooks Crock.
Coach Card and his staff on that bench telling his team to speed it up here. They would like to get going. Inject some more pace into this game. That's how they love to play. Wendelboe to Saunders. Errant pass and out of bounds. Saunders was about to relocate. Goes off his hands, and now Huzar looking to get it in. Wendelboe knocks it away from Freilich. Freilich able to break the press. Bounce pass to the corner, swing. Three from Reachel is off target. Freilich gets the board, and he gets fouled by Wendelboe in the process. Nice hustle play from the Jaguars point guard. Out of bounds, it'll be Grover's basketball now, down 7. 2 minutes, 30 seconds in to the third quarter. Saunders, three, good! Aiden Saunders. Back-to-back three-point shots. It's a 4-point game. We'll step aside with the Grovers coming back in the second half.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
This timeout is brought to you by Southview Dental. From routine checkups to advanced treatments such as same-day crowns and implants, Southview Dental Care in Moorhead offers personalized care that fits your needs. Schedule your next dental appointment at southviewdentalcare.com. Grovers are closing in on that Northern Cass lead. It got up to double digits early on. It got up to 27-10, I want to say, but it's been all Grovers since then. It was at least a 25-10, 15-point lead at one point as the student section rises as one. But breaking the pressure and getting the lay-in is Parker Zeski. Three-point shot up and no good. That would have been a heat check right there. Drive underneath, and travel is called. Both coaches very animated about that call. Bryce Laxdal thought the ball got swatted right there, but Kyle Card was adamant that that was a travel. The refs go with the travel call. Zabel on the left wing, working around Munson. Backs it out. Meidinger guarded by Reachel. He backs him down. Wendelbo's three-point shot is off target, and now an over the back call on Meidinger. That's his third foul.
Correction, 23, not 33.
Some little bluff pressure from Oak Grove. Just a man full court press. Leads to a switch after Huzar gets it up. Zeski steps back, lost his footing a little bit. Munson, not a three-point shooter, gives to Huzar, and he gets the basket to go and the foul. So as soon as Oak Grove gets it within a 5-point game, Huzar able to go to the cup, and he gets the score. Back up to an 8-point lead and a chance to add on to it. And he does just that. Skip to the corner. Zabel working off the bounce. Pump fake. Goes up on Reachel. Good defense from Hudson Reachel. Pulls down the rebound after a nice contest. The individual man-to-man defense that the Jaguars can play is a real troublemaker for a lot of opposing offenses. If you don't have the guys that can create the space themselves, it's going to be a long day in the half-court offense. Huzar spins, fires the left-handed floater. Can't get it to drop. Dietz sizes up, spins inside. He gets fouled, and they're going to say on the floor, no basket. They'll give the foul to Crockett, the freshman. Saunders, little hesitation, and he gets bumped. So a couple of quick fouls on Northern Cass now. Zeski picks up his first. Pass into Saunders, and it's deflected away. Kyle Card was looking for another foul right there as that was swatted out of the hands of Saunders on the pass. Deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with the Grovers as they've been kind of trapped on this baseline out of bounds for a little bit. Box formation around the elbows. They get it in underneath. Olsen gives to Wendelbo, and now another foul. Munson's now picked up his third, and he's probably the closest thing you have to a center in this game. They're going to bring back in Nelson. Wendelbo's first shot is good at the free throw line. So Nelson swaps out for Munson. Those two kind of just alternate the big man minutes for the Jaguars. Wendelbo able to go 2 for 2. Three minutes to play in the third quarter. Zeski works around a Huzar screen. Crockett drives baseline, sees a double team, kicks out. Reachel three, no good. Offensive rebound by Nelson, puts it on the ground, and it goes last touch by Northern Cass.
Back in the game for Oak Grove is number 4, Grayson Doctor.
Grayson Doctor checks in for Jack Dietz. See where Oak Grove tries to draw offense from. Koenig is back in the game. Saunders launches from beyond the arc and he gets fouled. He goes down hard on the contest from Huzar. First against Huzar, and now it'll be, I think they're saying just 2 shots. Yeah, so they're going to give him bonus free throws right now instead of calling it a shooting foul. Oh for 1 on the first shot. 0 for 2 now as he misses both free throws. 34-27 the score. Three-point shot, no good. Offensive rebound, Huzar. Three-point shot, Reachel, as he's gone cold now. Nelson, and we're gonna get a foul called. So the Grovers pick up the foul as Nelson has been active on the offensive glass. Now they shooting foul, will be baseline out of bounds. Huzar drives to the basket, contact and finishes. Clean finish there from Trey Huzar. Long distance three from Doctor is off. Floater, pretty much uncontested for Huzar, but he couldn't grab it. Nelson was working in on the glass there again, but couldn't corral it. Driving underneath, Koenig couldn't get it to go, might have gotten away with an extra step, and Olsen cleans up the glass. Six points on the night for Olsen. 7-point game. Huzar taking his time, getting a call from Bryce Laxdal. He rotates to the corner for Crockett, and he gets fouled, and it's going to be bonus free throws for the Jaguars freshman. Third personal foul on William Olsen.
At the free throw line for Northern Cass is number 0, Brooks Crockett. He is shooting 2.
Short on that free throw from Crockett. He's still looking for his first points of the night. 50 seconds left to go on the third. Zeski is back in for the Jaguars at the last minute. 0 for 2 for Crockett at the line. Doctor works left, backs it out. Saunders rejects the screen and gets the lay. Aiden Saunders into double digits now with 10 and a whistle before the shot. Wendelbo picks up the foul, and it's going to be 2 more shots now. He fouled Freilich, so he'll get the bonus free throws. And that is the first point of the night for the junior point guard, Freilich. And he knocks down both. Grovers can hold for the final possession if they choose of the third quarter. Saunders jets in, nice pass to Doctor, but he could not finish, but it's last touch by Northern Cass out of bounds. Aiden Saunders generating a beautiful look and bounce pass to Grayson Doctor. .12 seconds left. Saunders crosses over, penetrates. A nice pass whipped over to Olsen. Steps through and off the glass and in. Will Olsen able to get it back down to a 5-point game before we head to the fourth. 38-33 it is. 5-point advantage for Northern Cass, but it was a little bit bigger. Was at that 10-point mark for most of this quarter. But Oak Grove again at the end of a quarter starting to gain a little bit of momentum. We'll step aside and come back with the fourth quarter after this.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms, saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage, our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
This break in the action brought to you by Southview Dental. From routine checkups to advanced treatments such as same-day crowns and implants, Southview Dental Care in Moorhead offers personalized care that fits your needs. Schedule your next dental appointment at southviewdentalcare.com. An exciting fourth quarter awaits us as we have got just 8 minutes left to decide who is the winner of this Region 1 clash tonight. It's been more of a Northern Cass style game in terms of the scoreboard, like just not a lot of points go on the scoreboard in games with Northern Cass in them usually because they are shutting down opponents left and right. They just average giving up 43.8 points per game, and they are on track to do just about that again here tonight. And they're on pace to score close to their average of 54 points per game. Saunders got inside, didn't finish. Can Oak Grove swing the tempo and just the style of play back to where they're more comfortable? Huzar working on the smaller Saunders. Runs into the double team of Meidinger. Crockett three, no good. Out of bounds. Olsen lets it go. It will be Grover's basketball and a chance to cut it to a 2-possession game. The clock started just a couple seconds late there, but it does get going. Freilich comes up with a loose ball. Fake. Up and under he goes. Miles Freilich, who was held scoreless in the first half, has 4 points now. He put in 2 free throws in the last minute of the third quarter. Here's Koenig backing it out. Doctor working behind the Koenig screen, now sets one himself. Saunders launches, can't hit. Good strong rebound by Crockett. Jim back to a quiet place to operate now. Freilich probes in, corner three, Crockett, good! Brooks Crockett knocks down his first shot of the game. Olsen gets tripped up and the foul is called. First whistle of the fourth quarter comes a minute 35 into it. Koenig and Doctor back to the bench. Jack Dietz and Kai Zabel back into the game. Zabel, basket cut, reverse, and scores. Kyle Card would love to see Zabel get going in this fourth quarter. Would be a nice bonus to see after he had a silent scoring first half of this game. Only put up 2 points in the first half. 3-point shot up and no good from Zeski. Rebound pulled down by Olsen. Zabel kicks to the corner, Meidinger. Now Saunders, a good look from three, gets taken down. Dietz steps into one, and he gets hit from behind. That's a foul. So Crockett picks up the personal, trying to swipe that one away from Dietz on the drive. 43-35 is the score. Zabel going up for a putback, couldn't get it to drop. And it's kind of just been a stalemate in this 5 to 10 point Jaguars lead. Freilich blocked inside, last off of Freilich, and it's gonna be Grover's basketball. Good help defense inside. Olsen was there, Dietz was there, Meidinger was there. A whole group effort. Saunders thought about the three. Zabel working on Huzar, pulls up and gets it to drop in the mid-range. Timeout called Kyle Card. He'll take a full timeout, and so will we. We'll step aside. A 6-point game. Northern Cass clinging on to the lead.
Visit with Rocky Nedham at Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Trigger Cannon, and 2 new varieties named Buster and Dual. Call Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm and SeedX sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149, Nedham Seeds Caledonia.
Discover the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited memberships, and free vacuums. Try our best wash, the works, with red hot cleanser, tire gloss, and ceramic body wax to protect your paint job and seal in the shine. Try it for yourself. Get your first month of unlimited washing free when you download the app. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
Six-point lead for the Jaguars. Midway through the fourth quarter, there's 5:32 left to play. It's a 43-37 game. It's been, like I said before the break, a little bit of a stalemate between both of these teams. Once Northern Cass got out to that 15-point lead early, Oak Grove was able to cut into it and get it under 10, and it stayed there, but they haven't gotten closer than about 4. Full court pressure here. Munson's back in the game with 3 fouls. See if he can close out a clean game. Nelson's provided good rebounding off the bench in his stead. Huzar sees a double team. This Grover's defense amping up some pressure here. 3-point shot, Reachel. Can't get it to drop. He had a magnificent start, but is drastically cooled off since. Meidinger out of control, into the paint, loses the ball, and a foul called on Wendelbo. Wendelbo picks up his 4th now with 4:50 to go. No substitution made right away from Kyle Card. He's going to leave his senior out there. Reachel, mid-range, back iron. What a rebound by Munson. Couldn't finish through traffic, though. Meidinger in trouble. Phones a friend, and it's Jack Dietz. Olsen in the dunker spot, looking for a cutter, finds Dietz. Olsen underneath with some English on it, reversed, but couldn't finish. Huzar comes to a hop step, up and under Trey Huzar, a brilliant move. Off target there, rebound to Munson, hand to Huzar, hands to Freilich. He gets around Wendelbo, who has 4 fouls, had to back off on the pressure. Crockett working around the screen. Can Reachel get back on track? Finds the cutting Munson on the roll. Corner 3 from Crockett is a good look, but no good. Wendelbo the rebound. Olsen backs it out. Meidinger hoists the 3. It's good! Noah Meidinger with his first basket of the game. Meidinger comes up big in a big situation, and a timeout called. Timeout called a second before the 10-second violation. Kyle Card was pointing to the shot clock, which sits at 25 right now. But they do get the timeout off. It'll be a full timeout, so we'll step aside. A 5-point game right now as Oak Grove once again has narrowed it to a 5-point game, but could not get any closer. 3:03 left to play here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Who is going to break the stalemate here? We've been here for quite some time within that 5 to 8 point range. Grovers are not going away. They've got just over 3 minutes to cash in on their opportunity as they've just been lurking around. Jaguars haven't really had a kill shot as Reachel is cooled off in the second half. He has not scored in the second half of this game after putting up 13 in the first. Defensive intensity is extended beyond the 3-point line for Oak Grove. Freilich works around a couple of Oak Grove defenders. Refs are letting them play. Ball's thrown up. Nice pass, and a foul is called. A long outlet pass up the floor. Found Saunders, who just made it a touch pass over to Kai Zabel, and he got fouled on the way up. So 3rd foul of the game on Brooks Crockett. Zabel a chance to cut it to a 1-possession game if he's successful on both. Looking nice and calm there. Sinks the first. He's up to 7 points. 2 for 2. And that's the danger in letting a team hang around. They get their home floor advantage already, the Grovers are, so they got a little bit of momentum brewing at the right time. The building's starting to come alive a little bit now. Here's Zeski working around the Munson screen. They send a double to Reachel. No signal on whose ball it is, but it's going to be Jaguars basketball. Kyle Card yelling, someone else catches it. They don't want Reachel to touch that basketball with a clean look. Freilich goes up strong. They're saying no, they're waving it off. There are two different officials that agree. It is a shot clock violation as Freilich got it up, but just a tenth of a second late. Olsen subs out, and it's going to be Zuger checking in a clutch situation. They need a three, and Zuger, they think, is the man to do it. He's already hit one. Nice move from Zabel. Working one-on-one at the top of the key. Timeout on the floor. A beautiful move from Zabel makes it a 1-point game. The stalemate's been broken, but Oak Grove is not quite there yet. It's a 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here. Man, we have got a good one brewing on our hands right here. A 1-point game with 1:47 left to go. This is the first Region 1 game for the Jaguars, just the second for the Grovers. They're coming off of a win against Central Cass. And in most of the games that the Grovers have played, they're around that 80-point mark, or the opponent is around the 80-point mark, because it's just a shootout of a game. The Jaguars have dictated the tempo, the pace, and just everything about this game has screamed Jaguars' favor. And it was that way early on, 15-point lead, halftime, 10-point lead, and it stayed between like 6, 7 to 10-point lead for Northern Cass this entire second half until just now. Oak Grove has gone on the run that has gotten them within one possession as they've amped up the defensive pressure. This would be a huge win for Kyle Card's team to show that they can play defense and win close, grinding it out defensive games. It would also be a huge win for Bryce Laxdal's team, saying that they are just going to shut down any opponent and hold them to under 50. Huzara's got to go to work. Leaves it short. Rebound to Olsen. Grover has a chance to take their first lead of the game in ages. They started out 2-0 with the Jack Dietz make, but it's been mostly Northern Cass from then on. Here's Dietz. Spinning inside, puts up the shot. It rims out, but he's going to get a chance to tie it and possibly go ahead if he can make a couple free throws. 53 seconds left to go. Dietz well off on that first free throw, and Bryce Laxdal is going to call timeout, one of his two remaining timeouts. Going to try to ice Dietz at the line as he still has yet to tie the game. We'll step aside with 53.7 on the clock left to go in this one. Tight game, currently Jaguars by 1.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argusville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Clutch free throw coming up here for Jack Dietz. A chance to tie the game after trailing by 15 points in the first quarter. Second shot is good. We are back at square one with less than a minute to go, ladies and gentlemen. A steal in the backcourt, and a foul is called on Huszar, and the Grovers have possession. The Grovers are going to get free throws. Bryce Laxdal giving an earful to the ref right there as he is incensed that that was a loose ball foul on Huszar. But Meidinger now will get the free throws. First shot, no good. Second shot does drop. Meininger with the clutch free throw make, but the Grovers are 2 for 4 in clutch free throws, and now a foul on the other end. Jack Dietz picks up the foul. And now Northern Cass facing their first deficit since the very early stages of this game. Looking for a basket. Riegel for the lead. No good. Tipped around. Huszar's got it underneath. He is fouled. They got a good look generated for their best three-point shooter, Hudson Riegel, but they could not convert. But then the loose ball was not secured by Oak Grove, and now Huszar will get the chance to now tie and possibly go ahead. We're just flipping the scenario on who's going to get to shoot it. Timeout called. 46-45, 33 seconds left. We'll be right back for the free throws.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors on their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Region 1 basketball for you right here. You can't ask for much better than this right now. A one-point game, a grinded-out game between a couple of opponents that are in need of a win here tonight. Oak Grove has come back from down 15 points in this game to take their first lead since the very early stages of this game. But now Northern Cass has a chance to answer back with Trey Huszar at the free throw line after he secured an offensive rebound and got fouled, putting up a potential go-ahead shot. The Grovers are 2 for 4 in clutch free throws. It would be a three-point game if they had converted, but a miss at the line from Huszar. Looking to tie it up now. The shot clock is off. Second shot goes down for Huszar. We're back tied. Grovers still have a timeout. Don't use it. Meidinger, go-ahead bucket. Shot clock will be off the rest of the way. Huszar gets fouled. They had a foul to give, so no bonus free throws as Olsen picks up the foul. It's probably not when you want to use that foul to give. And now we're going to see a timeout called. Bryce Laxdal is going to use his final timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. 18.5 seconds. The last out-of-bounds play that Laxdal drew up, it was for Hudson Riegel to get an open three-point look, which he got off cleanly, but just didn't quite connect on it. We'll see if he can draw something up here that can give either Riegel or Huszar a nice look to tie or go ahead in this game. Huszar's more of an inside game, whereas Riegel, he has hit a couple of those elbow jumpers tonight, but he would love to do the damage from outside. So you got a couple of different options here if you're Coach Bryce Laxdal. A 3-2 record right now, but they've put up some compelling cases against some good teams, including the number 3 seed Grafton Spoilers, a 58-53 win for Grafton in that game that they met back in December. Grover's looking to get back to 500 and go 2-0 in Region 1 play. The building chanting for some defense. They get it in cleanly to Huzar. He drives into the double team, steps through, lays it in. Huzar back to a tie. 48 apiece, under 10 seconds to go. 5, Zabel, ISO. Dietz for the win. No, and we are going to overtime. Overtime it is to decide it. It's felt like these teams have been in a stalemate this entire game, and it just took that last Oak Grove run to get there. Some shaky free throw shooting from both sides down the stretch has gotten us to where we are. This is Northern Cass's type of game that they love to win these low-scoring affairs, but I am impressed with Oak Grove's ability to stick in this game when their offense hasn't been clicking. They found buckets in the fourth quarter at the right time, and their defense has had their best performance of the year in a game that Northern Cass gets back one of their top offensive weapons in Trey Huzar. We'll step aside for 30 seconds and come back with the overtime period to see who wins this game in just a moment.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Many factors impact your ability to increase profits on the farm. Make sure your planter is an asset and not a liability. Some limiting factors in making the perfect planter pass are row maintenance, meter calibration, and downforce management. It will not cost you anything to have the conversation about identifying solutions for these limiting factors. Agassiz Precision Ag, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
This building is into it, folks. We've got a nail-biter of a game. 48 apiece as we head into the overtime period in this Region 1 clash taking place at Oak Grove tonight. Jaguars and Grovers, nothing separating them after 32 minutes of play. We put 4 minutes on the clock and away we go. Grovers win the tip. Meidinger too strong on the three. Huzar comes up with the rebound. Meidinger hit a huge shot late to help send this into overtime. Couldn't hit to strike first in the extra session. Huzar gives to Reachel. Nice crossover mid-range. Jay is good. That's going to feel good for Hudson Reachel, as he had not connected on several consecutive shots after starting out on fire. He finds the range again from 2. And Northern Cass has the early advantage and an offensive foul. They're going to call Will Olson as Freilich goes down, takes the charge in the post-up scenario, and that'll be it for Will Olson. He's fouled out of this game. And they'll bring Wendelboe back into the game, and Wendelboe himself is fighting foul trouble. He's got 4. Huzar drives inside. Kick out, corner 3, Reachel is good! And Huzar has gone down in pain, grabbing the left leg, and he is not doing well right now. Maybe just a cramp. Bryce Laxdal out to work on him quickly, but the 3-point shot is going to count, and we'll step aside for the injury timeout. It is currently 53-48 in favor of Northern Cass.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is accepting applications for a broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
And we're back now with just under 3 minutes to play. No Trey Huzar now on the floor for the Jaguars as he's dealing with a major cramp over there in that left leg. Dietz, bounce pass inside, Meidinger, no. And there's a foul on the play. Looks like it's going against Northern Cass. Nelson picks up the foul. So they're going to go with Nelson and Munson on the floor together. Crockett is also out there, Reachel and Freilich, the 5 for Northern Cass. No good for Meidinger at the line. Big miss right there. Will not be able to cut it to a one-possession game. Second shot good. 4-point game now. Lob pass eventually does find Freilich. Good defense so far from Oak Grove on this possession. Still plenty of time to go. Reachel, nice pass inside. Nelson and the foul. A huge bucket from Sam Nelson in the overtime period. He comes in off the bench, and Huzar, who went off with the injury, his replacement comes in. Nelson delivers a huge basket. What an effort. And the free throw rattles in. Dietz trying to force the issue. And an over the back call on Wendelboe, and he's done now. That's his 5th foul. So where will Coach Card end up going on the depth chart? He's going to go with Aiden Zuger. And the first shot, Zuger was going into box out right there on the first attempt from Freilich. But still one more to go. And I mean, normally, yes, you come in on a substitution, you can box out right away because it's coming in for the second shot. But he is coming in to replace a person that had fouled out, so a little bit different scenario. Up to a 9-point lead. It's been all Northern Cass in this overtime period after it was all Oak Grove in the 4th quarter to force the overtime period in the first place. And Munson's going to get called for a foul. Bryce Laxdal incensed that was not a jump ball right there, as Munson looked like he just straight walled up on Jack Dietz, but they're going to foul out Munson. So some size going away now for the Jaguars. Huzar just came back onto the floor, and he just tapped on the shoulder Bryce Laxdal and said, "Coach, I'm good." And Coach said, "Get back in this game, son." we are going to close this one out. It's a 9-point game. Northern Cass on top. Dietz able to cut back into it. Up to 8 points on the night for Jack Dietz. He misses the second one on purpose and makes the basket, but they said he did not wait until the ball hit the rim before he crossed the line, so they wave it off. Nelson leaks out all the way down the floor on the full court press, but Huszar is going to have to work to bring this ball up. See some pressure in the backcourt. Only a couple seconds to get it up, and just barely Freilich gets that ball up the floor in time. Assistants on the Oak Grove bench yelling, time to get up, and they're going to foul Freilich. We continue to shoot bonus free throws in the extra session. And Freilich knocks down the first. He's 3 for 3 in the overtime period from the free throw line, and he's got 2 free throws made in the third quarter, so 5 makes. Drops in another one. Back up to a 10-point game. Grover's got to go. Underneath. Shot floats in for Zuger. Timeout called with 70 seconds left to go. 8-point lead. 60-52 your score. We'll step aside with the Jaguars on top by 8.
When it comes to keeping your home comfortable, Bears Home Solutions has all your needs covered. From expert heating and cooling services to top-notch plumbing and fireplace installations, their team ensures your home stays cozy year-round. Trust their experienced professionals to handle it all efficiently, affordably, and with a smile. Ready to upgrade? Call Bears Home Solutions at 701-365-0365 or check them out on Facebook. Bears Home Solutions, where comfort meets excellence.
Eight-point game here, 70 seconds left to go. Northern Cass has put on a gritty performance here tonight after letting up a fourth quarter lead that was as much as 10 points. They found themselves in overtime, but they struck first, they struck hard, and are just trying to ride it to the end now. Oak Grove kind of in desperation mode, gonna have to put on a lot of pressure. They've lost Wendelboe and Meidinger to foul trouble, Meidinger's still in the game. Olsen has gone out, I believe, in foul with 5 fouls as well. Good defense in the backcourt and a foul now. Huszar and Zuger having a word after they get the whistle, so timeout called by the Grovers now. And Northern Cass will get free throws in the form of Trey Huszar. This break in the action is brought to you by Southview Dental. From routine checkups to advanced treatments such as same-day crowns and implants, Southview Dental Care in Moorhead offers personalized care that fits your needs. Schedule your next dental appointment at southviewdentalcare.com. Looking forward to our post-game show tonight, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash, as we'll have some player interviews come post-game, and it's been an exciting game with contributors on both sides. Hudson Reachel with a game-high 18. Trey Huszar has played a gutsy game, was cramping up in this overtime session after Reachel hit a huge 3. So both of them have been a big factor as to why the Jaguars are on top right now. And again, this is the first game of the season for Trey Huszar, 6th for the team as he was out with injury. So maybe just didn't have his legs under him and ready to play an overtime session. He made it through 4 quarters before getting that cramp. Huszar is going to launch this ball down the floor, but it's intercepted. Dietz has got it. Launched by Saunders, no good. Offensive rebound. Zuger 3 doesn't drop, and you needed one of those to go. If you're Oak Grove, they foul, and Sam Nelson comes down with another clutch rebound. What a performance from Sam Nelson off the bench. He's filling in for Keelan Munson, who's fouled out right now. Munson's kind of been dealing with foul trouble most of this game, so a heavier dose of Sam Nelson than you might expect, but he's played a phenomenal game tonight. And he's looked great at the free throw line. That is another make for Nelson. I believe he's 5 for 5 now. 2 more shots sunk by Northern Cass. Grover's got to get something up quickly. Dietz will hoist the 3. It goes. They foul on the inbounds before Freilich gets it away, so Freilich will now shoot free throws, but he's been stellar at the line tonight, so we play the foul waiting game as we walk to the other end of the floor now. Northern Cass is going to leave the rest of their team back on defense. Freilich able to connect, and he's got 7 makes at the free throw line, 5 of them in this overtime period. Tell you what, the free throws were shaky for both teams in the clutch part of the fourth quarter, but they've been really good in the overtime period, and as I say that, there goes the miss. Here comes Saunders launching and banking. Sometimes you just got to get desperate. That's exactly what Oak Grove is right now. Aiden Saunders is up to 13 points as he banks in a triple, and another timeout called. It's down to a 5-point game. Man, if one of those other threes had gone, Oak Grove had a couple cracks at a 3-point shot a couple possessions ago. They came up empty and then had to foul. If one of those had gone, it'd be a 2-point game right now. But we sit still at a 5-point deficit as both teams are starting to hit some pretty crazy shots, whether it's calm free throws or desperation threes on the Oak Grove side. It's been a nail-biter of a game. Both of these teams playing pretty close to each other in terms of skill, and that's why we ended up in overtime. It's why it's still close right now. A 5-point game. A little bit of a game recap here for you. Hudson Reachel, 13 first half points. He hit 3 triples to start his night. Had 11 points in the first quarter, but then cooled off after that. Was held scoreless in the entire second half. But then he's got 5 points here. Tied with Freilich and Sam Nelson. They each have 5 points in this overtime period. Here we go again. Huzar inbounding, gets it in, foul. Saunders fouls right away. The fouls just racking up on both sides right now. But Saunders is the one you want to be fouling right now if the Grovers have to, so they're putting him on the important ball handlers because that was just his second foul. Freilich goes back to the line. And he hits again. 6 overtime free throws. He's 8 of 9 on the night. Two for 2. All free throws for Freilich. Saunders pulls again, can't get it to drop. Pass back out, launched again, no good. And that might do it right there as it is an 8-point game. And another foul coming, 11 seconds to go. Zuger couldn't get it to drop, Saunders couldn't get it to drop, and now that's the 4th foul on Meidinger with 10.9 on the game clock. First shot no good from Reachel, but it might be a little bit too little too late for the Grovers to make a comeback effort. No timeouts left for either side. Second one, too strong now. They force a pass, and then Dietz hoists a long arcing shot. It's no good, and that'll do it. 65-58, Northern Cass holds on for a road victory in their first Region 1 game of the year. Bryce Laxdal's team with a gritty effort pulls one out on the road. Tightly contested game throughout, but the road Jaguars coming out victorious with some standout performances on both sides of the ball tonight. We'll talk to our player of the game coming up and get you your DJ Coulter post-game interview of the night when we return. Around the break, it'll be the Tommy's Express Car Wash coming up.
Give them the freedom to grow with the peace of mind of security and safety.
Let me do my thing. So get ready, get up, get ready, yeah.
America's Best Checking for Students from Bell Bank makes it easy to let them do their thing.
It's what it's all about.
Visit www.bell.bank/student-checking to learn more. Or stop into a branch near you to open an account today.
Let me do my thing.
Bell Bank, member FDIC.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
As an American Family Agent, I look out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Chris Heisey. Visit me online at chrisheisey.com. These days, everyone wants to save money. I can show you how easy it is by having multiple policies. By combining your auto and homeowner's insurance, I can put some change back into your pocket. My website again is chrisheisey.com. I want to be your American Family Agent.
American Family Insurance.
And welcome back here on our Tommy's Express Car Wash postgame show. We've got our DJ Coulter postgame interview of the night here for you, and it's Trey Huzar coming out victorious for the Northern Cass side, and that was a gritty performance. What did it take to pull that game out in overtime after losing the lead in the fourth?
You know, it started off with defense. They scored 81 against Oak Grove, 86 against Four Winds. We held them to 17 at halftime. That's what set the tone right away, and then we just fought through different swings, came back with our own, made some key free throws at the end. Credit to Miles and Sam. All-around group effort got us the win tonight.
And yeah, with Keelan Munson dealing with a little bit of foul trouble, talk about Sam Nelson's performance tonight, coming in with some of the most clutch offensive rebounds you could get and the free throws.
Sam's a grinder, man. Puts in the work like nobody else. He played so great tonight. Got 3 or 4 key offensive boards, made clutch free throws, clutch and one in overtime. He did it all.
Absolutely. And talk about kind of the clash of play style that these two teams have when they face each other. You mentioned the high scoring power that Oak Grove had in games past this year, and you guys have been holding in your wins teams to under 40 points sometimes. So talk about like the differences between you guys.
Yeah, we're a lot more of control the pace, control the clock, play our game, get good shots. Oak Grove likes to play fast, likes to run, likes to shoot a lot of threes. They're a heck of a basketball team, and I think we kind of mellowed or meshed together both those play styles, and we just came out on top, which was nice.
It certainly produced a fun product to look at here. And Talk about just the clutch free throws down the stretch. Like, it's hard to shoot that high of a percentage in the clutch like that, but you had several teammates that stepped up.
Yeah, I missed one at the end of the fourth quarter, but my guys picked me up in overtime, especially when I was out in the trainers getting stretched out. Like I said, Sam and Miles, they came in clutch at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, and so first game back from injury for you this year, so how did it feel getting your legs back under you a little bit? You made it through 4 quarters, which is the normal amount of time before the cramp hit, so how did it feel getting back out there tonight?
You know, little dead, little tired, legs obviously cramped like you had said, but it was so fun to be out there and grind with my teammates again. Such a great group of guys, and I look forward to doing it more.
Absolutely, and lastly here, so a road Region 1 victory here for you guys in your first Region 1 game of the year. How big was it to get this one on the road?
It's definitely a good one to have under our belts. A lot more in the future, obviously. We've only played one. 1-0 in the region feels good, though. Looking forward to the next one.
Absolutely. All right, thank you for joining me. Great performance. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the HDSR series of staggered rippers from Degelman Industries. At the heart of the machine is the HDSR's staggered two-row setup, which allows for better trash flow and lower draft than an inline ripper. Featuring a shorter implement contour length, easier transport, and better compaction shattering ability than the competitors. The HDSR series from Degelman Industries is engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
Say goodbye to boring birthday parties and corporate events and say hello to a supercharged celebration at the Empire Sports Complex in Fargo with their epic bounce houses that's guaranteed to have your guests jumping for joy at the Empire Sports Complex. Their bounce houses are the ultimate party starter, but don't wait too long to book. Go online now to empirefargo.org. That's empirefargo.org, or call 701-318-4161 for your next birthday party or corporate event. The Empire Sports Complex in Fargo.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Welcome back to the Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show. Love your ride at locally owned Tommy's Express Car Wash. Sign up in the app for your first free month of unlimited washing and make Tommy's Express Car Wash your spot to clean off winter's salt, sand, and slush. Tommy's Express Car Wash with 2 locations in Fargo and 2 in Moorhead. They have the tools and the expertise to keep your car clean inside and out. Scoring recap for you tonight. First for the Oak Grove Grovers, led by Aiden Saunders, is 13 points. And then the other double-digit scores were Jack Dietz and Kai Zabel. Dietz with 11, Zabel with 10. And then 8 points for Will Olson, 6 for Carter Wendelboe, 5 for Meidinger, and 4 for Wendelboe, 5 for Meidinger, and just good performances off the bench there. And then 5 for Zuger in there as well. So the bench really helped out Oak Grove tonight, especially when that foul trouble came for them. But Olson and Wendelboe both fouled out in that late going, which kind of hurt them down the stretch. But a good performance in the fourth quarter from Kai Zabel got them back in it. Meidinger's 6 points were huge, so they were able to close the gap and force overtime in this one. For the Northern Cass Jaguars, they were led by Hudson Reachels, 13 points in the first half. He added 5 more in overtime, including a dagger 3 for 18 points. Then Trey Huzar, who you just heard from, was our Enbridge Energy player of the game as well. But Huzar drops a casual 15, coming back first game from injury, and really helped his team out, providing 5 points in the first, 5 in the third, 5 in the fourth, and came back through those cramps and finished this game out. 11 for Miles Freilich, including 7 of 8 at the free throw line in the overtime period, 9 of 10 overall. 7 points for Sam Nelson, 6 for Keelan Munson, 5 for Parker Zieski, and 3 for Brooks Crockett. And as I just mentioned, our Enbridge Energy player of the game is Trey Huzar, who you just saw right there. He is just an electric player to watch. It was fun to watch him, even though he was just kind of getting his feet wet again. When I talked to Coach Laxdal before the game, he said he'll just drop the most casual 15 on just a few shots, and that's what we saw here again tonight from Trey Huzar. Really efficient player, doing really efficient things, both offensively and defensively for this squad. So Huzar drops 15, is our Enbridge Energy player of the game. Life takes energy. Enbridge Energy for life. Enbridge.com for career opportunities. We'll step aside and hopefully we can get Bryce Laxdal over here in just a moment. We'll come back with just a little bit more on our Tommy's Express Car Wash postgame show.
For a top-notch car wash experience, head to Fast Lane Car Wash, situated next to the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo. They treat every vehicle with the same respect and care as their own, ensuring that your car is in good hands from pre-wash preparation to hand-dry finish. Check out the Fast Lane Car Wash on the west side of the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo and spruce up your ride with interior detailing, buff, and wax at the Fast Lane with Thomas, weekdays from 9 to 2. Call 701-799-8226 to schedule an appointment.
And Coach Laxdal joining us here on our Tommy's Express Car Wash postgame show. We were talking before the game, and you were saying that this will be a good one to have as a Region 1 opener to your season. How did you guys pull this one off in overtime after that lead slipped away?
Yeah, we did a good job, kind of defending how we wanted to right away, making them take tough shots. Got out to that big 27-10 lead, and basketball is a game of runs, and we know they're a really good team, well-coached team, and they were going to go on a run, and they did. They really did. He kind of dorked our big guy pretty hard in the paint and then really pressured our guards up top, and it made it difficult for us for a while. They came all the way back, took the lead, and we just kind of made a couple more plays, and then really it came down to Sam Nelson in the fourth quarter was huge. I can't say enough good things about him, and obviously having Trey back is really nice too. But then, we did a good job of making free throws too in the fourth quarter, and the first buck in the fourth quarter is always huge. You can get that lead. It just kind of takes some pressure off, and we went a couple long spurts there without scoring. I got to do a better job of getting us plays and get us in positions to be successful, but our guys did a really good job of grinding it out, and doing it on the road is always tough, especially in this region is so deep and so good. We'll take anything we can get.
Yeah, and you mentioned Sam Nelson. Just an incredible performance off the bench. Some of the most clutch offensive rebounds you'll ever see in a game that he just added to it. What did that dynamic add to this game when Keelan Munson was out with a little bit of foul trouble?
I've been coaching Sam and his older brother Joe for so long, and combined both of them coaching for 8 years. I don't think either of them ever missed an open gym, a weight session. Anytime a team hang out, they're always there. They're absolutely great teammates, and to see a kid come in like that, just waiting for his chance and waiting for his when we need him, being a senior like that, I'm just so happy for him, and so proud of him. It just makes me smile, makes me happy.
Yeah, the word Trey used to describe him was he's a grinder, and
yeah.
That really looked exactly what he was putting on display here tonight, getting after it on the offensive boards. And then how about Hudson Reachel, 13 first-half points. He cooled off in the second half a little bit, but how much did that big start mean, and then that dagger three at the end?
Yeah, I mean, it's huge, and Hudson's a guy, he's only a sophomore, but he's been playing for a long time, and I don't run a lot of sets for him because he's so good at getting his shot off and scoring on his own. When we're struggling to score like that, that's probably on me to run a few more sets for him. That's something that, I got to learn as we grow with this team. And but yeah, I mean, absolutely huge. The first 5 in overtime, and the first 13 in the first half, and a big first quarter is huge. He got us going right away both times, and he's a guy that we're going to look to lead on to to be one of our leading scorers this season. So that he was huge tonight.
Yeah, and then so Trey Huzar, first game back from injury. We just heard from him earlier, but fighting through the cramps, getting the legs back under him still a little bit. But like you said pregame, he drops the most casual 15 points you ever seen. That's what he ended up with tonight.
He's going to score his 15 on 10, 12 shots. He doesn't force anything. We use him, like I was talking before, just like a Swiss Army knife. Brings the ball up, breaks the press, get him some sets into some touches in the paint. He wants to get his teammates involved. Just a great kid, and obviously coming back, it wasn't playing. I'm sure he played probably 35 minutes tonight, coming back and having playing in, you know, over a month is tough to do, but it's just kind of a testament to his character. You know, he's got a lot of things going on when he's going to graduate, but he still wants to be here for his teammates and play basketball and grinds it out and guts it out. And that's kind of, you know, this team, we're kind of gutsy, kind of grinding everything out. Every game has been close for us, and, you know, we're learning as we're going, and we're having a lot of fun. I can't say enough good things about this group.
And then lastly, just getting another close, grinded-out victory, what does that say about the character of what this team is built upon? Because, like you said, another really close game down to the wire. You had a large lead that dwindled, but you still pulled it out.
Yeah, you know, it helps you in those pressure situations, because at the end of the year, you know you're going to be in pressure situations. I just saw the Wahpeton-Castleton game as, you know, one was down to the wire, 1 second left. Looks like Castleton's going to win. So every game is going to be close, and you got to learn to be able to, you know, to handle that pressure and to perform under that pressure. So every game like that's just a learning experience. The more that we can win like that, the more confident you are in those situations. And these guys watched us do it last year. We won a lot of close games, and so far this year we've been, you know, pretty close in a couple close games and pulled this one out. So, yeah, those are what you want on the schedule, and they're only going to help you at the end of the year.
Absolutely. Congratulations on a gritty win. Have a safe ride home.
Thank you. Appreciate the coverage.
Absolutely.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
It's time for our Agassiz Precision Ag play of the game, and it's going to go to Hudson Reachel with the Dagger 3 in overtime period here tonight. Reachel had 18 points, a game high, and none bigger than that three-point shot in overtime that took the wind out of the sails of the Grovers and basically announced to this gym that Oak Grove was coming away with this gritty road victory here tonight. So, play of the game brought to you by Agassiz Precision Ag goes to Hudson Reachel's overtime 3. Your local precision planting dealer, Agassiz Precision Ag in Hillsboro. Call 701-436-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. You just heard from Trey Huzar and Bryce Laxdal on our DJ Coulter Agency post-game interviews. And those interviews brought to you by DJ Coulter Agency, your auto, home, life, business, and farm insurance agency that wants a shot at your business. Go to djcoulter.com. And a big thank you to all of our sponsors here tonight, as could not do it without them. We had our First Class Mortgage halftime show earlier, and this is your Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show, and 65-58 your final here, Northern Cast over Oak Grove. And we'll sign it off now from Oak Grove as Grovers fall to 2-4 on the season and fall to 1-1 in the region. Bryce Laxdal and his Northern Cast Jaguars go to 1-0 in the region and 4-2 on the year as they are putting together a bit of a winning streak, as we'll keep a lookout for Northern Cast to rise in the standings in Region 1 after tonight's victory. Thank you to all of our sponsors, and thank you to all of you for watching. As always, your live event is powered by Hallstatt Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting. Big thank you to them and all of our wonderful sponsors. If you see them out and about, give them a thank you, because they're the reason we can do this. Signing off from Oak Grove tonight, Josh Boyko. Have a good night.